Hey guys, Button25 here, watching the launch of a SpaceX Falcon 9 carrying multiple Starlink satellites. I'd also like to point out at the moment that during an earlier part of the broadcast, SpaceX did mention that they are taking action. They are taking action to mitigate the issues that Starlink satellites have caused for astronomers. They're trialing a darkening treatment. I believe the X-rays in one of the satellites, so they can see if that will work, and they're giving astronomers tracking data of where the satellites will be and when, so they can kind of prepare and time
T-minus 30
themselves
seconds.
around it. But SpaceX is trying. How effective it is, we'll see, but at least they are trying, so credit to them for that. Right.
T-minus 15 seconds.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, there's this one, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
0.
Ignition.
Liftoff. Here's Starlink to the Falcon. Space Force inaugural launch.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Holy crap, what's that? T plus 40 seconds.
We are
Vehicle's approaching
T
max Q.
plus 45
telemetry
seconds
nominal.
into liftoff, and we have just had liftoff of our Falcon 9 vehicle carrying our Starlink payload. In just about 15 seconds from now, we will be passing through max Q. This is the largest
Vehicle is
aerodynamic
supersonic.
pressure that the vehicle will see throughout ascent. And we've got an awesome view of liftoff right now.
Vehicle is passing through maximum dynamic pressure.
And we just heard that call out for passing through max Q. Now coming up in about a minute will be a rapid succession of events, main engine cutoff, or what we call MECO, followed immediately by stage separation and SES-1, which is second engine start. Now MECO is where we shut down that main engine on the first stage booster to allow the vehicle to slow down just enough to separate from second stage. If you're just now joining us, we have an awesome onboard view of our vehicle, Falcon 9.
There you go, that's the plumes kind of starting to expand now.
And in about 30 seconds will be those three events: MECO, main engine cutoff, stage separation, and SES-1.
Yeah, quite a little low altitude from Eco, although they are climbing at a fairly high rate, so. Right, there's Miko. This is a shaky
And there
climb.
is MECO, as you saw those engines shut down.
Stage
Separation.
separation confirmed.
Easy Florida there. Yep, second stage engine start.
And there is stage separation and second engine start. You can see that second engine on your right screen glowing bright red.
You can see the good
Now in about
slowly
20
flying.
seconds we will have fairing deploy.
One of
And
those
we
is
should
going
be
to,
able to see this on our screen as well.
one of those fairings halves is going to be
And on
attempted to
that
be
left
recovered.
screen there, you can see the grid fins. It's a bit dark on the east coast right now, so it's hard to see, but we did see those grid fins deploy.
Fairing separation
And
confirmed.
there is
You can
fairing
see all those
deploy.
Starlink
So as
satellites.
Lauren mentioned earlier, we will be attempting to catch one of the fairing halves on our recovery vessel, Miss Tree, but we will not be able to show this live, so check in with our social media for updates.
And by the way, I will be sticking around for the deployment of these satellites because, well, unless it's ridiculously late, but I'll be sticking around because this is a sight to see, a sight to behold.
Acquisition of signal, Bermuda.
That is beautiful. Now there are a series of events coming up with both stage 1 and stage 2 before we reach our parking orbit and enter that first coast phase. The first is the stage 1 entry burn. That is when stage 1 is re-entering the Earth's upper atmosphere. It will reignite 3 of its Merlin 1D engines in order to slow the vehicle down as it re-enters so that it doesn't break apart because we want to land it. That burn's going to last for just under 20 seconds or so. And at that point, the burn will end. You'll hear the call-out entry burn shut down. A couple minutes after that, we will see our stage 1 landing burn. That is where we will reignite one engine, E9. It's that one right in the middle. And it's going to burn for just over 20 seconds and hopefully leave stage 1 standing up nice and tall on that drone ship. But at the very
Second
same
stage on
time,
nominal trajectory.
as you just heard, second stage is on a nominal trajectory. That's really good news. And speaking of second stage, right as the drone ship lands, you should hear the call out for SECO 1. That's where we shut
as
down
the booster
second
lands on
stage
the drone
engine
ship.
to enter that coast phase. So far, stage 2's trajectory continues to be nominal. Stage 1 has also drifted up to its highest altitude and is now beginning its descent.
I would expect that to have happened a bit earlier, honestly, but
That's that image over to the left. It's dark outside. Oh, dark in space.
well, it's dark in space because technically the first stage and second stage is being eclipsed by the Earth.
Right, in about 10 seconds, you should see that entry burn start on your
Stage
left
1
side.
FTS is saved.
FTS, flight termination software. See the
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
There it is. You can see the camera things from time to get the exposure right.
All right.
Stage 1 entry burn shutdown.
And we just had a good shutdown of that entry
I
burn.
think that's re-entry effects
Meanwhile,
there.
the second stage continues at full power with over
Ooh, that's compressive shock
200,000
heating. That
pounds
looks...
of thrust.
Ooh.
Stage 2 following nominal trajectory.
I can't tell if that's plasma or the RCS system's firing. A bit of a loss of telemetry,
Looks
that's
like we
fine.
lost signal, but that's fine. We should be acquiring it again soon. Now, stage 2 continues to burn, taking those Starlink satellites to their first parking orbit. Stage 1 is coasting down, steering its way using those grid fins down to the drone ship. At about T plus 8 minutes and 3 seconds, right around there, you're going to see that landing burn start. and
Stage 1
hopefully-
entry transonic.
Oh, and as you just heard, we've just gone transonic
Is there
on stage
below
1
Mach 1
as
now?
it's making its way back down to the drone ship. So the atmosphere is actually what's slowing the vehicle down, stage 1, as
Yeah, it has to.
it's now re-entering the Earth's atmosphere and coming down to the thicker parts.
important?
That's what slows the vehicle down.
Stage 1 landing burn startup.
Okay, there's the drone
Right.
ship.
You can see that light on the left. Stage 1
Stage 2
making
is
its
under
way.
terminal guidance.
Let's see how long the
Stage 1
broadcast
landing
is.
leg deploy.
Oh, this is actually... Oh, we might have... Okay, seems I've landed,
And
yes.
We have another
Well
landing.
done.
This is the 4th landing of this vehicle and the
Yep.
48th.
Bit off
Falcon 9
center, but I
first
mean,
stage
come on,
landing
still
to
pretty
date.
impressive.
It was awesome.
Not quite on the
Video the
expert.
whole time. That was cool.
Yeah, That's what surprised me as well.
Stage 2
Stage
still
2
doing work.
FTS is saved.
So
Seco
that's
should be
Seco.
coming up any moment.
Seco.
Seco.
And we may have lost video, but we've heard confirmation of Seco.
Cape below as expected.
And let's listen to see if we're in a good
GNC
orbit.
confirms good insertion accuracy.
Yeah, I think later it confirms good insertion, so I believe it is.
All right, and GNC has confirmed good orbital insertion. Now with that, we're about to enter a coast phase, so we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be leaving you with this cool animation that lets you visualize where Falcon and the Starlink satellites are on
Can you
orbit.
tell us how long?
We'll be back at about T plus 44 minutes for a second stage relay, followed by another coast
Newfoundland
period, and
acquisition
then
of signal.
deployment of the Starlink 60 satellites.
Oh, I'll stick around for that. See you then, guys.
Okay,
guys, we're back.
Of our Falcon 9 vehicle. Our first stage made its way back and landed for its fourth time on Of Course I Still Love You. And second stage is on its nominal trajectory right now. Coming up next, we have SES-2, followed immediately by SECO-2, which is second engine cutoff. Now this will be one of the shortest burns of the Merlin vacuum engine that we do. The burn is short because we don't need a big adjustment in the orbit, but a little bit will go a long way here. Now that's coming up here in about 30 seconds.
Wow, you need to work on a little
And
timing
we've got a
scale.
live view of the second stage engine there, and we're only burning for just 1 second, so it may not look like much, but it will
gonna be a bit of a
lasting
puff,
1
isn't it?
second.
And there's that burn.
And there was our quick SES-2 followed by SECO-2. Now we're just waiting to confirm good orbit,
GNC confirms good insertion accuracy.
and we just got that call out for good orbit. So now that we are in good orbit, we'll be coasting for the next 15 minutes or so. So we'll be back around T plus 1 hour and 1 minute for payload deploy.
Right. See you guys then. Okay, we're about to have Starlink deploy.
Confirm other separation sequences we see inside the subsystem. But once we reach about 9, the satellites will slowly disperse and might get bumped into each other, which is totally okay. They were designed for similar.
Starlink deployment.
Less than a minute away from deployment.
Ignore the timeline at the bottom.
Signal and watch it live.
If we have a live feed, because it is a beautiful thing.
Tension rods released and payload deploy confirmed.
Oh, are you shitting me?
Alright, we just heard the call out. Let's wait till we get that video again.
No, there it is. Okay, so we didn't miss too much. Yeah, that looks.
60 of those Starlink satellites on their merry way.
Yeah, that looks beautiful, isn't it? They've got the.
Beautiful sight.
Like, they have the first stage or second stage spinning.
We didn't catch it this time. We got really close, but we're going to keep on trying again and give you more updates as that continues. And with that, that brings our web class to a close. Thank you
Did she just say web class?
for range safety today, to the FAA for licensing today's launch, and a thank you to the FCC for licensing operation of these satellites.
We'd also like to thank all of our viewers for tuning in. Follow our website and social media platforms for updates on our next missions and milestones. Thanks for joining us for the first launch of 2020. And until next time, have a happy new year.
I'm Falcon 25. That was the launch of a bunch of SpaceX Starlink satellites. I'm Falcon 25. Even I just said that. Goodbye.